produce food that we eat and export. Where the opportunities are and the agri-business and to really manufacture agriculture is number one. That's where under the direction and agriculture is present.
The president is supposed to check with the school of work. All of these documents they are very good and you take it to Liberia. But is there any timeline for implementation for all of these documents the arrangement with the companies and international partners?
You know very well that when you take over a country, especially like our country, you have to show donors confidence, your partners, you have to open up opportunities, confidence building. And we are getting there. I mean, you see that we are now documenting, people are now signing up. So the timeline is now. Things are moving.
So, Mr. President, you at the summit too, you also re-echoed Liberia's strong support towards the African Continental Free Trade Area. How effective is this platform to enhance economic integration?
That's important. That's important because we talk about free trade. We go to the borders, the creation squeezing, you go to the securities are squeezing. We have to free trade means to give the people the opportunity to go through things in the right way, in a speedy way. People go to the border, they run into a lot of problems. In fact, these are the issues that we're talking about. Give the people chance to move around freely, to do business, bring goods, carry goods for that country. That's our emphasis. That's what we need about unlocking opportunities, uh, all of our commodities, in and out of
Thank you so much.
the world has to eat. So we need a
I did not want to put this on the microphone. I have committed myself not to be where President Weah is. As a senator, every function where the president is, I would dare not to go there so we can maintain some layer of respect.
people have decided to get a social choice that power in these lifestyle to provide support for the different communities. It is an honor providing the service of protection means the world. What you're doing today is a contribution towards the advancement and development of this nation. And this will remember very kindly. I want to thank each and every one of you for the sacrifice that you're making and I'm to your family. Because it's at the expense of the families that you stay here to make this honorable sacrifice for your country to keep the democracy. All join the party to become a safe community in this country. It is our prayer that the collective effort of each and every one will resound throughout the country. That others will see not just the area of security, but the state of patriotically to be able to make a contribution for that Liberia we want to see. We all want to see a beautiful Liberia, but how do we get there? How do we get there? We all just want to hold our hands and see it happen. You are a step up to this. I want to say hats off to you. Thanks to you and your family. And to the men and women in the front of the police, why in the street that you are signed up to receive pay to serve your country. Your compensation doesn't match your service. And it is of that dedication and that passion that belongs to this country that we continue to exhibit day by day. We will continue to push for our welfare together. This government has committed that they're going to ensure that the security sector will be prioritized because this is the bedrock of this nation. There can be no peace and economic development without security. So we will continue to push for your welfare, continue to provide the necessary incentives that are needed to be able to at least make you to feel the freedom to your physiological needs. I stand with you all today, and I stand on the power march and welfare of this nation. Thank you. I will not fear. There will be no result. Thank God that He gave us all of our heart. At the teaching of the Bible, He is the secretary to the name of the state. We will receive them. Now we'll thank you for our office. The economy is yours. You have been told. I think I be trust you. I be trust. You have been told. You have been satisfied. The economy is yours. I am not here. I'm not here. You just need to die. And therefore, I decided that because there is no place about being empowered, that you, the people, matter. Before the book rightly taught us in Isaiah 60 verse 22, when the time is right, how the Lord will make it happen. It's a blessed way to say good morning and welcome to another passionate discussion. This is your early morning word. The book in itself begins together. We're discussing those issues that matter to the growth and development of our country and our individual lives. We owe no allegiance to a political party, either politician. Professionally, we discharge our duties both as a Christian that we hold the public trust as journalists. And if we hold the public trust, we must be able to follow the rudiments and the ethical standards of the profession of journalism. And I sit in this driver's seat this morning, pledging my allegiance, commitment to professionalism, with all about a right to prove indeed you are overall prepared. This is the positive show, Mondays to Fridays. We're here. Found Kumba and John Kessler. I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My name is Rufus Divine Cunning. I'm always here with you Tuesdays and Thursdays. Repeat that I'm here. Too many things to talk about. And interestingly, on the program, we provide various segments, commercial reports on our basic commodities. We talk about the exchange rate for the Central Bank of Liberia, the traffic update, help take the flight surges from the Rivals International Airport. Security alert, all our package in our presentation. I'd love to say good morning to you. If you just join us, just leave the comments on our live feed. We'll be glad to highlight them and read them out for you. Jackson Symphony Jr. Join us from like 13 days. I'm back to Jackson. We say good morning to you, Jackson, one of our island followers. Commercial commitment, all package here. So let's get a bounce of our team before we come back. Roll our commercials and go into business. Welcome to the Positive Show on this lovely third day of July. The number 7 is the number of completion, right? We're going to be giving you an insight of all of the things. We'll be there. I'm here. 7 meetings down 8 o'clock. As you see, I apologize. We have some hitches along the way, but we are here to do the people's business.
owe it all to you. All you need to do for us is call a friend to tell a friend that indeed, let's make sure it's on. You think positive, do positive things. Because so as the men think, so is he. Welcome to your vote. It's our vote. The people's vote. Keep positive, sure.
Whoa! MTN mobile money network you for the first time in Liberia. First time in Liberia, you can take money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, and Sydney. More stressing on how you will see your children to be whether or your market body to Guinea or even other your roots from Ghana. Over is now across borders. So yes, now step now one cash, select international transfer and follow the instructions.
Finland, history and community across West Africa, right from the floor. Dial *1564, one hash, and select international transfer for cross-border quick promo. The wait is over. The time to win is now. Win Liberia in collaboration with Broad FM presents the Big Show raffle draw nationwide for just $250 Nigerian or $1.50 United States dollars. You can win a full package that contains 48-inch smart TV, 4 months of data package of your choice, and 4 months of Netflix account. Dial 255 45 hash. Again, dial 255 45 hash. The more you play, the better your chances to win. The raffle draw runs from now to the 31st of July 2025. The first draw is August 1, 2025. Don't miss out. For more information about the raffle draw, 231 886 946151 or 231 778 249053. Working hours runs from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, and on Saturdays 8 a.m. to 12. It's the Big Show raffle draw nationwide. You can play for just $250 Liberian dollars or $1.50 United States dollars and win big. So we can advertise the goods and services and for us wherever you are. We love to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the Positive Show right here on your favorite hour, North FM 105.1. Let's quickly run with through the price of gasoline as well. It's sold for $850 Liberian dollars. We have some areas you have gasoline like the highway on my GB, Bong, and big areas. So gasoline as low as $740. On the pump, you get it for $800. And the Jerry King guys, we also have it sometimes say 760. Just being and pool is sold for 855. So let's go through quickly to the exchange rate from the Central Bank of Liberia as of Wednesday, July 2nd. The Central Bank of Liberia posted on the website the various buying and selling rates. So the buying rates for the Central Bank of Liberia in, we have
199.2, and the selling rate is 201.6. 199.2, and the selling rate is 201.6. So that does it for our commodity report. Let's go on to the weather report. Of now, we believe we have the weather looking so friendly that someone will see. Today, for the forecast, is light rain showers and a gentle breeze. On today's Thursday, of course, is light rain showers and a gentle breeze. It's gonna be thundery showers and a gentle breeze on Friday. So at this point, it's 7 degrees. So we have light rains, precipitation is 70%, humidity is 86%, and the wind is blowing 5 meters per hour. So that was it for the weather report. Let's go quickly into our flight schedules. There at the Robert International Airport. We begin with Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We arrived at the Rabat International Airport at 10:05 this morning. Air Peace flight P47536 from Accra, Ghana. We arrived at the Rabat International Airport at 5:35 this evening. Kenya Airways. Kenya Airways by KQ508 from Africana. We arrived at the Rabat International Airport at 5:40 this evening. And lastly, for arrivals, there at the Rabat International Airport, we have Ascar Airlines. The most talked about Ascar Airlines. Ascar Airlines by KP20 from Africana. We arrived at the Rabat International Airport at 5:50 this evening. So that's also for the arrivals. They are the Rabat International Airport. We now go quickly for departures from the Rabat International Airport. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 will depart the Rabat International Airport for Addis Ababa at 11:05 this morning. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 will depart Rabat International Airport for Addis Ababa at 11:05 this morning. Air Peace flight P47537 will depart the Rabat International Airport for Accra, Ghana at 6:15 this evening. Air Peace flight P47537 will depart the Rabat International Airport at 6:15 for Accra, Ghana this evening. And lastly, for departures from the Rabat International Airport, Kenya Airways by KQ509 will depart the Rabat International Airport at 6:40 this evening for Accra. So that's also for the flight schedule this morning from the Rabat International Airport. Let's quickly go to security advice. Please, we want to caution all parents as our kids are now on vacation and some are attending vacation. Please make sure to check up on your kids. Make sure to have school administration. Make sure to have the policy put in place that when the kids go to school, only authorized individuals to go and get the kids from the school. Only authorized individuals to go and get the kids from the school. How can you go about that? If we have to do ticketing, it will be very important to get the ticket across to the parents or the guardians who take these kids to campus and that ticket should be presented when we are returning to pick up the kids. We've noticed that the evil guys are on the rampage, getting students, the kids from the various schools. They go and wait in the environment, the keke, the motorbikes, they get these kids, and you don't know where the kids are taking. So we want to caution you, parents, please be on the alert. And through administrations, please put into place these mechanisms so that we preserve and have our kids in a safe environment. So you, the parents, even we, the elderly, let us be cautious enough. Sometimes when we are riding motorcycles or especially the keke nowadays, you think that when you see a female seated in a keke, you feel so relieved and you are so confident that, oh yes, once there is a female in it, yeah, I can make it. Now, understand. And sometimes you look at the appearance of people who sit in these vehicles or sit in these keke. Understand that as you are getting to know the strategy of these criminals, they themselves are advanced. The criminals are now decently dressed. You realize or you detect the criminal from the way he or she dresses. But nowadays, the criminals are well dressed. Hmm? So it is funded by grace. It is funded by the grace of God that we commute from one point to the other commercially because the guys are on the rampage and they are doing those evil things. The last time we saw several videos in order to practice, people are actually explaining their ordeal on the social media with their encounter with criminals, especially keke riders and motorcyclists. The vehicles are also part, but you don't really get to hear about vehicles like that. But the keke and the motorcycles are the ones that we normally use to commute from one point to the other. Please, we want to call on the Liberian National Police. There were several donations made in terms of vehicles and that of motorcycles. Please, like the last time the RG stated, officers should make it their business to patrol during the day hours to familiarize themselves with the community and the people who live in those communities. It will help to reboost the confidence and the relationship between the police and the community dwellers. That is very important. And let us know, some of these communities, they are isolated. They are not populated or just populated like other communities. So what the criminals are doing now, most especially those ones who go and hijack people, what they normally do, those isolated areas is where they go and carry on their crime. So we are calling on the Nigerian Police or the joint security. So please beef up your patrol. You got vehicles to your disposal, you got motorcycles to your disposal. Why are we still reneging in getting involved with this instruction? Just visit the communities. Let's familiarize ourselves with these communities, especially during this rainy season where we have people, because of the rain, there will be indoor or people, not much people will be outside as it is raining. So the engagement with these communities will help to beef up the security. Please, we are calling on the Liberian National Police. That being said, let us quickly get our health tip that we always say to you. When you wake up in the morning after saying your prayers, make sure to get a glass of water or a bottle of water. Make sure to drink. And I will encourage you to drink before you even brush your teeth or find food to eat. Yes, make sure to get a bottle of water or a sachet of water. Drink before you even brush your teeth. Yes, the saliva also plays a serious and mental health role in the system. It is good, drink the water That will help you. Make sure you clean your phone. Your phone, some of you have this bad habit. Sometimes it be out in the stomach. And eventually, sometimes some of you could just develop it from not cleaning your phone properly. Make sure to clean your phone and your tooth as well. It will help you to have that fresh smell or fresh breath. Yeah. And, and the people that get the bar odor, buff odor, the one that let's we encourage you to please do the needful or you seek medical attention to help you because it's not healthy. But we always say to you, please, for those of you who have this bad smell, it is so disgusting and it is embarrassing when you go places, people holding their nose, people speaking, yes, it is not healthy for you. So all you need to do before you take your shower, make sure, before you take your shower, make sure the cheapest thing are the arches. So you can get the lime or the soda, get the arches. Put a little water on it, put it on your arm, your armpit, and let it stay there for at least 5 or 10 minutes while you're doing other course choices. And then when that time ends, you can go and take your shower. When you take your shower, make sure to properly scrub. That will help you. You don't even have to use deodorant. You will be fresh for the rest of the day. So continuously, if you do that, come on, you don't need to use deodorant. Just be fresh. Yeah. People who used to tell them, when you pass, say, I didn't care. You won't look in that direction again because you've worked on yourself. And it is so embarrassing. A man, although the men are men, but notwithstanding, it is not good for a human to smell the way others bad odor. No. So one more about female. A female pass. So, what happened? You turn around. Some of you listening or viewing, you know what I'm talking about. No, man, it's so bad for female to have that kind of strong odor. So help the person. That's why we brought up this health tip. Some of you don't know. When people don't tell you these things, it becomes a serious problem for you. It's better that you be told so that you can graduate from that stage. But for them to just keep time late and not informing you is the worst thing. It is not healthy. So please take action. Make this a serious before you take the bath. If you can get lime, use the lime. If you can get the soda, you use the soda. You can get the active. Even you, the kids, your teen, at your teen age, you become even 10 years old now, they themselves. From 10 upward is when you start to develop, get people there and all that kind of stuff. And I hear is that strong odor. So start to do it. Make sure to put soda on the arm, you kid, before you go to take bath. Parents, make sure to start to train the children to take care of themselves properly. Let them get used to the personal hygiene. Yes, it will help them so that they don't grow up with that kind of strong odor. With that being said, we will run down on the issue of our health tip. Let us move on to the vehicle traffic movement. And I love to say to you, drivers, why it is important that you want to do your quick rounds, make sure to get your report money. Please make sure to check your vehicles before putting them on the road. We are in the rainy season. Most of the vehicle tires are wear out. If you know that you have a vehicle that your tires are not up to standard, make sure to get yourself change those tires because during the rainy season the filter gets slippery. And some of you love this speeding business. You got out filter very slippery and your tire there's no grip. It's clean like my palm. When you possibly fabric, that car will not immediately stop, it will drag. And who knows, the distance between you and that object is not far. But you think that you have a very strong brake, but the tire will not permit it. Make sure to check your oil, make sure to check the water, make sure to do all of the check as it relates to the normal vehicular check. Because there are sometimes you see people car get burned, sometimes it's the electrical fault, but most of it comes to the point where the radiator is not fed in the morning with water. Some of you, your fan cannot be working. When the fan is not working, the radiator will overheat. And at the end of it, it will spark fire and your vehicle may burn. So please check all of these things before putting the car on the road. Now, let's move on to the vehicular traffic movement. And let me say thanks to the National Police. There are lots of developments I'm seeing, you know, we see in other countries, and now it's been applied here. Now, we see to major intersections, our police officers are assigned there with motorbikes. We have others that are patrolling with the vehicle and out of the motorcycle. Yes, they are making the round. Those that have violated, I've seen on several occasions, people who violate the traffic rules, they are flagged and given tickets. We've seen that on numerous occasions. So we want our drivers to adhere to the traffic rules. Make sure to not drive with slippers. If you know that you are football or you know have in your vehicle your footwear, the footwear that can actually is just a sign that vehicle. If you start to use your normal football footwear, when you look before the month come to an end, as footwear have eaten up on the side because the checking brakes and all kind of revolving on the floor of the car. So it will definitely affect the car, your footwear. So get for yourself a footwear placed in the car. Hmm? Do not drive barefooted. Mm. Do not drive with slippers. It's not healthy for you. So you say that the policemen will not see you, but the lives you are carrying are very precious. Please stop driving barefooted. Hmm? Now, that place is your office. Make sure to be tidy. Let me put in a simple that make sure that you take your shower and you know you smell good, you wear your lace, you know that t-shirt or t-shirt or what kind of t-shirt, but it must be decent. That place is your office. So bus drivers, keke riders, even you the motorcycle, that area is your office. It's where you do your hustle. So if you eat decently dressed and just get on the traffic, most especially motorcycles, the rain beat you, the sunshine on you, that kind of smell and thing. Yeah, all that. I've gotten on barrel some decent motorcycles, you know. The last time I rode a motorcycle somewhere around the Petersburg area, I admired the fragrance the guy used. So I asked him to me what kind of fragrance he and I admired him, you know. The guy looks so decent. So not because you're not sitting in a vehicle, so you cannot make yourself beautiful. And some of you want to get on your bike, the odor from your mouth, yeah, that kid you saying, you know, the people saying all kind of things. It's a turn off for the passengers. So please, your help is involved. Your help is involved. So people say, hey, drivers, all of you, the riders, all of you, to make sure that to you, the passengers, it's about agreement. If you know very well that from this point to this point, the fare is this, and you know you don't have that now, negotiate early with the driver. That person may understand. Don't just get in the video and oh yeah, no, because confusion is not healthy. We all need to coexist. Everyone who have their own little hustle area. So the other person in the hustle area. So let us have value to them. Let us have respect. Okay. I think that send out 200 people, I got 150 or I got 160. Please help. So let that be a gentleman agreement. Do it. Okay. Then I want to get you. Not healthy. All right. So with that being said, from the Ramos International Airport Highway up to Central Town, there are a lot of things that we've seen there, and we appreciate the police for continuous patrol and the sleigh hitch along the route when you are coming to Central Town. So for those of you that are from Rabas International Airport Highway, all you need to do when you get around the rehab area and want to have access to Peaceway Red Light, right behind where we have the former president, we are resident. They're going to take you to President Bwaka resident. Head on you in the GSA area, which is as far as the Dupo Road area. Drive upward. We're going to lead you to where they have the Connect gas station. Turn right. We are heading towards the red light area. There's a way right before the how you call it, the Benson Hospital. That road there can lead upward to get on the main single file heading to red light, or you want to use and get as far as the backup area. You can also turn right. That road that leads is called the Zizi Community Road. Take you as far as backup. That is enough for you without you seeing the main quota from the main route. Head on, pushing forward. Let's look around. Those of you coming from the same route, from the backup in, you want to have access to rehab and other parts, you can use that same route. Now, the Rivals International Airport Highway, people who are commuting from that point, there are two ways. You have the Michael Bakla Princess Road just opposite the right to play field, and you have the SD Cooper Road main entrance, right where you have the MP gas station opposite the sports complex. Hmm? Now, you can choose either of the two. But what we advise and recommend to you that you use the Michael Bakla Princess Road, at least through Peloton, it's going to take you behind the health ministry. Head on, you are driving upward towards where we have the Spoon FM the computer backwards intersection. That's very simple and unique for you. Now, much traffic is experienced around that path until there is a breakdown or so. Now, let's move on. If you are using the SD Cooper Road junction to get to that point, you understand that you have to give a right away. The people who are using the means of the Boulevard get access, and sometimes the police are always there to make sure to regulate that point. For those of you who are flying out loud, container trucks are coming from that side, coming from the SD Cooper side, turning onto the Scotland Boulevard. Make sure to avoid the closeness. Is at least 6 feet away from the main intersection because that container truck has to go to the opposite lane and turn to go to its destination or get straightened up to get on the main path. So if you as a taxi driver or bus driver using that route at that intersection and you see a container truck or trailer turning in and you get closer, mind you, you may get affected by the back of that trailer. So please let us govern ourselves and look in that direction. So moving forward, the traffic bills from the SD Cooper Junction head on as far as the Congo Town Boulevard Junction push you up to 540 push you up to the Catholic Junction push you as far as Vamuma area. Those corridors, why we are highlighting them because they are major points. Now, I realized and experienced these few days when you get around the JFK main entrance, you can use by way of the Lucky Pharmacy Inn, at least through Fiaman and so forth. But you cannot come out from the Fiaman end to use that same route. The police are always there, and sometimes the instructions are on those barricades that they put there. So when you enter, you can enter, but you cannot come up from that route. You're coming up from that route, you will be stopped, and sometimes you are given ticket because what they normally do, they place a barricade in the middle of the Fiamma 20th Street area there. I'm talking about the avenue side. They tell you don't enter. So for some of you who are very defiant, you want to enter when you get out of the main JFK junction area there, JFK entrance area there, you will be stopped by the police, and sometimes if you are not lucky, they will give you ticket. All right, please know that it is only one way in, but not out. So when you drive further past the 20th Street area, there is sometimes you may experience a detour to get you on the avenue of the bridge side, or they will direct you, give you the detour on the left side in the avenue. But that area is always concentrated, the 18th Street area there. When it comes to the traffic, detour and all those stuff. So the Tottenham Boulevard is a traffic prone area. So if you are just coming to an area and you want to do a fast ride, take this as a precaution. That's why we always highlight this point when it comes to our broadcast because it's very important. Mhm. So past that, 9th Street is traffic prone, heading all to the foreign affairs area. For those of you drivers that are commuting in that corridor, please make sure and know that we have people coming from the UL and out of the pyramid with vehicles for sale. Do not park in the main driveway. That is dressed up a little bit so that those that are coming from the UL and can have access to get on the main Tottenham Boulevard. We are killing to. It's very important that we get it. For our friends in the Bourgeois Island area and wanting to have access to Peaceville, we encourage you that you can use by way of Peaceville. This way going to take you all to Bradley, take your back, your back going to build up for Johnsonville, Johnsonville, leave you up for Papa, for that take you to Manga, to Airport. You have access to those areas. Now, fast forward, let's drive our way through. For those of you coming from the Kakata end and you want to have access to the Bourgeois Island area, all you need to do for those of you in the Bourgeois Island area, you want to have access to the Bourgeois Island area, you drive your way through, get towards the destination that we just spoke of. Now, let's push forward. When you look at the driving point there, now, we've noticed we had our drive, test drive along the Dixville area. We've realized that Dixville, the quota there is getting deplorable. The quota there is getting deplorable. So if you just joined the program, this is the positive show right here on Love FM. And I'm here this morning providing all of these traffic updates. So now let's understand that when you get at the Dixville area in the curve, the quota is very deplorable, and that leads as far as almost getting to the main intersection. The main intersection there in the Dixville, that's the Dixville Cowell area. Yes, and when you are in the deeper part of the Keba end, in the curve there, quota is deplorable as well. So we are calling on the Ministry of Public Works to see reason in doing some patch there when it is dry. You know, sometimes we experience 3 days of dry, and sometimes more, even a week without rain. So let's do our needful so that our people can have access. Now, the second Boulevard Road is another point. Work has begun, but it is stalled right now because of the rainy season. But we also want to call on the ministry to act promptly when there is a dry, so that we do this speedily so our people can have access. So with that being said, we conclude the traffic update. Moving forward, there are lots of interesting things that we want to bring to your attention. Hmm. I always say to Liberians, most especially us, the young people, if you think that you will put your life on the line for politicians, you'll be missing out. Because at the end of the day, know that politicians do not have interests, they do not have feminine friends. Before I get into this discussion, let me say kudos to those line ministers and directors of the various ministries and agencies there at the ministerial complex. We have observed since we made this public call and went live there, we've observed that those deployable flags, yeah, those writing flags that were up on the pole have been removed. And let us say to GSA, these are things that you should be acting upon. You should have your men moving around to observe because it is your responsibility to provide all of the necessary office materials and all that kind of stuff for government ministries and agencies. So it is your sole responsibility, GSA, to make sure that the flies that are at public facilities are well taken care of. Yes, these flies that are at public buildings should be well taken care of. It shouldn't be in the form and manner they were at the time at the ministerial complex and other areas. It was so disgraceful to our country. You see a country flag and that of the county's flag in a very deplorable condition. You won't even pay close to $100 for all of those flags. No. But we sit there, we go to those facilities with pride and dignity. We dress up, we ride a big cars, and at the end of it, the symbols that recognize us or showcase us that we are from this county or we are from this country, they are treated in the form and manner they were. So we have made it our business to observe and carry on a keen approach whenever we see a public building with flags that are not representing our country. We will highlight them. We'll make sure to bring it to the public so that the public have the judgment on who you are as a minister or a director. We cannot have our national flags being treated the way they were treated at the ministerial complex. So this morning, while on my way to work, I took a plane and I saw all of the flags being removed. And I look forward to seeing them replaced. And I look forward to see us as Nigerians. Let us do this as we used to do in the days of old. What was a normal day? At 6 anti-meridian, the flags should be posted. And 6 post-meridian, those flags should be brought down. That's what some of us opened our eyes to. We saw these things happen because at the time we had tenants and doing the rights and responsibilities and all that stuff. But nowadays we don't regard these national symbols. All we do here is that we post these flags like now, take it for let's take it. When those flags at the ministerial complex are replaced, if it is replaced today and posted, they won't take it down until they get racking again, which of course it shouldn't be. Every day the flag is posted, it should be brought down as well. That should be a routine, a normal routine. Now you wake up and you give it a no. 6 anti-meridian, which is 6 a.m. When the flag is being hosted, whistle should be blown to call people to attention. Anyone who is caught in motion should be found. Let us start to put these things into practice. It will also give government. This is another form of revenue generation. I can recall because my home, grandfather's compound there in Gatlinsville, when our other building in the yard was under construction, rebuilding, a part of it was being used as a courthouse while they were preparing the town hall, the Gatlinsville town hall. Our home, one of our buildings in our compound, was being used as a temporary stay for the township. So when the whistle in the morning, I made out my business. When the whistle is blown on outside, see everybody will be in attention, no movement, and our flag will be posted. In the evening, 6 on the dot, the officer will come and blow the whistle. Everyone will get in attention, and that flag will be brought down. That was a normal routine. That was a normal routine. But today we don't care. Even at police stations, only 1 or 2 police stations around here, they still adhere to those practices. When the flag, every morning they host the flag, every evening at 6, they bring the flag down. That minister will show the level of responsibility. They point out nationalism and patriotism. That is our national symbol for what? You go to public functions, the national anthem is being sung. You have people loitering, even to the extent, even journalists, they are moving. You should be in attention. Are we now adhering to these kinds of things? These are things that were put into place to show loyalty and nationalism and patriotism. That's why I always call upon the relevant authority, the Ministry of Education, to reintroduce the teaching of civics. That way we will get to know the importance of who we are, know how these ministries and agencies work, know how the various branches of government operate, and know your own responsibility as a citizen. You have a responsibility. The country, the leadership have a responsibility. You too, as a citizen, you have your responsibility. So collectively, when we do the needful, we have a peaceful and enjoyable country. Yes. So let's get involved with this. Let's put this into practice in other countries. When the flag is being hosted, you get move. So when we put this into practice, what will happen here is that we will definitely move far past where we are. It's another form of revenue generation. If the flag is being hosted and you are caught in movement, you will be found. And when you are found, you get paid, you're lacking your stuff. That's no human right violation, no. It is in the law. So like that, the down or the nickel were out to do something, to buy stationery and other stuff. Another thing we need to put into place, in order to keep the city on the city government, Moreover City Mayor, the Congo Town Mayor, the Pittsburgh Mayor, and other mayor and mayors around the place, in order to keep our city clean and green, let us activate the city ordinance law. in Ganta, Sani Kole. It is put into practice when you are caught throwing darts. Even Kakata have begun, Banda as well. When you are caught throwing darts to areas that are not designated, the officers will catch you and they will fine you. If you don't pay the fine, they lock you. They lock you up. You see people in vehicles flying the streets. Like the other day, just right in the Cinco area, this young man, very dressed up, bought this energy drink. After he got you drinking, he threw the can on the sidewalk. I was like, wow, he's dressed up neatly like that. Then his attitude cannot even represent the way he dressed. In order to keep the city clean, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our fathers, they are doing their job, making sure to sweep in the morning, sweep in the evening. Let us help to maintain. You have garbage can all along the road. You know very well you have this thing. Make sure to put that dirt in the can. It won't change your name. Moreover, City Corporation, you are based in the Cinco area specifically. This is one of the areas of concentration that we should see this practice carry on effectively. You have so many officers. Instead of them just sitting supinely at the end of the day taking pay, let them get active. If it calls for us to put officers to each of these avenue junctions and all the kind of stuff, let them be there to monitor. Right here, Nan Street. Just the other time when we carry on this issue of exposing the garbage and illicit garbage disposal, the Monrovia City Corporation acted promptly by cleaning the garbages from the 9th Street and other possible areas, even on Ashmore Street there. Just within a day, the next morning, I saw dirt at the same spot on 9th Street. That tells you, and it should go out to the community dwellers and those business owners. They should be held liable for that because, mind you, if the people come and take the dirt from there, there must be a security for all of us to apply that security method. If you see someone throwing dirt there, make sure to tell that person, no, it is not a designated point for you to throw dirt. Take it from there because it's not decent. But these same business people and the same residents are the one who take the dirt as well and place it there. So why can they tell somebody that is passing by who throws dirt in the street? So these business areas and community dwellers should be fined. They are aiding and abetting. They are aiding and abetting in terms of keep the filthiness of the community. Why were you see the people take the dirt from the place? Before the next morning, that place got flooded again with garbage. Why? Why are we keeping our city clean, dirty in this form of manner? But yeah, we dress up fine. We go in various streets and corners and say, yeah, when we go to other countries, say people country too clean. These are policies, these are measures that the country that you present put into place. The citizens themselves, they practice it. So a hint of once is quite sufficient. If the relevant authorities will not put into place this action, we will continue to expose them and show their weaknesses. Because if you have a law that should be implemented, and if you are not implementing it, but you crying, there's budgetary allotment, we are constrained. Come on. You have the authority to implement laws that are on the books. You are not in violation by implementing those laws. For instance, you have people selling in the very market. The LMA do collect taxes, daily taxes from the marketeers, that should also serve as, that funding should serve as a fund to make sure that the market is clean at all times and the maintenance of the environment. Just the last evening, I was riding through the red light area. I saw in the evening around the 9, 10, like that, the folks were cleaning the red light area. So the guy and I who was seated he said, "Oh wow, I'm the first time seeing red light clean at this time like this." After a very serious business hour, and I see people clean, I said, "This is something that is normal. They are normally doing it now." So our people who can come, to sell, they too must also apply that decency to put their diet to the place it belongs. So when the people come, they won't have that screener's time. They'll just go to collect the diet from the designated areas. Let us be responsible citizens for once. Let us be responsible citizens for once. Oh, that the government thing. Oh, that, so we cannot maintain public thing. The public thing I'm talking about, all that the government thing. The government doesn't own a thing. Your taxpayer money, all of the taxes that you're paying, they go towards those vehicles and other things then that the government will produce or provide. So help to maintain them. That's why we have begun a serious journey. During the evening hours, 8, at most 8:30, when we see any government vehicle that is not in operation, that has to do with medical or the security, or maybe probably the LEC, because those are all operational institutions. We see government vehicle part to entertainment center, we take the picture and post it. We are all over the place. It's a nationwide campaign we have begun. We must take the bull by its horn. We must make our officials responsible, since they do not want to apply responsibility. As citizens, if we can begin this kind of venture, definitely these people will work in our interest, because we are their employers. Because we don't know the laws. We don't read the laws. So we feel that we are inferior to them. What they want to happen is what they do for us. No, you instruct them. That's why you have all power inherent in you. That after 6 years, you go to the pool to elect leaders. All power is inherent in the people. Article 1. So why are we not exercising that power that we got, that we pass on to them to do the needful, to do the work that is required? But we make ourselves so much, look at them to be the ones that dictating to us. No, you are their employers. Without your votes, they wouldn't have gotten the job that they have. So you dictate to them. So when they provide these things, you hold it accountable. And you have your own responsibility to maintain the things that they provide. Study civics. It tells you all of these things. But everything in our society, we politicize it. Because it is not my party that is ruling, so I will just take it there and throw it in the street. Somebody coming for us, they didn't come and say, "Oh, what kind of party throw it there yet?" They will say, "Hey, Liberia, dirty." They will not say, "Oh, the man for CDC dirty," or the woman for United Party dirty, or the woman for ANC dirty. They will characterize all of us to be dirty people. So that mentality you people have developed, that party line thing, you need to desist from it and develop that spirit of nationalism and patriotism. Don't sit down there and say, "Our party so," and we made a play low, ungovernable, we dirty the place so that they can see that they didn't settle, they're not working. Playing politics with dying all. What kind of sense is that? Every little thing of our society nowadays, we politicize it. Dying all, we politicizing the die. Somebody say, "Oh, because during our time, they were there talking about Koji used to clean the place. He was Gucci, city mayor. So, now, John Terry, the man, they said, I was cleaning the place. The whole place dirty. Come to think about it. Are you not a Liberian? It is not your sole responsibility to make sure that the good things are happening. When you try to politicize, oh, they men from Unity Party and the other men from CDC, other men from ANC, and going were there, so let's pay our own there too. It makes no sense. It shows your limitation. With all of the book you have learned, if you can think in that direction, then who are you? Your book is meaningless. You go to acquire knowledge to apply the knowledge that you have acquired to make your surrounding and the people around you feel at peace. But you sit in a society, you sit in a community that is filthy. So when there's an outbreak of a disease or cholera or something like that, you think that the cholera going low for where the CDC here, where the Unity Party here? No. You're going to say, oh, where the ANC Party, let me go attack them. No. It's coming for everyone that is formed within that environment. So y'all leave the party line thing. Y'all leave the partisan stuff. It's not making sense. If it made sense before, it's no longer making sense. We are in the 21st century. All one minds should be developed. That's why I always say, when the minds get developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hands. Y'all leave there too much arcade style of doing things. Politics. It's not helping us. It's dividing us. It's getting us a setback. You look at it and because your community dirty. Instead of you take the initiative to clean the community, you say, no, now I want government, that the people government, so that the business, they don't want to clean it. When signal break out in that place, you think where it coming from? You come and say, oh, where are the citizens here? Where are the United Party here? Where are the ANC Party here? No. It's coming for everybody that's found in that lookout. So let us change our mind. Like Mr. Lawrence Bobler used to say, changing minds, changing attitudes. When our minds are developed, our eyes will appreciate the works of our hands. So let us change our mindset and leave the politics business and see. Transformation will take place. They will run out in there that will praise it today. Oh, you want to very fun. Oh, Ghana very fun. You think how it happened? The citizens themselves, they put their acts together. They own it to their country, the loyalty and commitment. When in Liberia, oh, now it comes to negative things. Oh, this is Liberia, Liberia now. So Liberia can benefit good thing too. So Liberia, everything about Liberia should be negative. I say no. Then some of you will say, can any good come out of Liberia? Yes. So many good things can come out of Liberia. And the only way it can come out of Liberia, when you and I put aside our differences, work together collaboratively, we can turn the table around for the betterment, that people who look down on us will look up to us. We have all of the meager resources. If we can put our eyes together and hold our officials' feet to the fire to do the right thing, like what we have begun, we catch you doing the hours that are not. That's why I'm calling on the GSA director. Make sure to get all of those vehicles like you have in your possession. Let all government vehicles be tracked. All government vehicles that are assigned be tracked. When it is after working hours and you have to leave office, let's say you gave a grace period at 9 or at 8:30, you have to be home. You don't have, for any reason, you have extra work to be done. That should be notified so that the tracking system cannot halt your car from moving. Like that, when the tracking system is on, if you are not to be using government vehicles at this point in time, and you using it, the car will not move. Like the American embassy, they have trackers on all of their vehicles. So if you would take government vehicle to a place that at the time you shouldn't be, that record is taken against you and you will be fined. So all you need to do, like that, it will minimize the wasteful spending on government. You have a director who sits right in Monserrato here. All of his work is right in Monserrato here. You gave him 300 gallons of gas. For what reason? For what reason? From the main house to the office, from the office to one ministry or agency, back, finish. At the end of the day, he doesn't even use 100 gallons in a month. So when we put up these kinds of restriction, what's going to happen here? It will cut down costs, the wasteful spendings. So GSA, you need to think about this. In Ghana, if you have you are assigned government vehicles, and you know you got your extra activities after government work, you park government vehicle and get in your personal vehicles. You get in your personal vehicles. Government work should be used for government property. Should be used for government work. Then you take the people car, the gas they're giving you that you should use on the work. Then you take it, you burn in it. Some of you give the vehicles to your children to go to entertainment centers, to go to places at night. Why can't you buy a private vehicle? That's a responsibility. That's not being responsible. You hold the public. You are a public servant, and the work of the public is not done adequately. But because you are found at that ministry as a director or a manager or a minister, so you just go ahead wastefully using government resources. Oh yeah, a minister, so I can buy your own car for your own purpose. What if you for instance, you go to a entertainment center and park the people car there, and at these entertainment centers, riots and other things breaking up as often as they can, and somebody smash the windshield. Whose responsibility is that? You will definitely take that car. That government responsibility there. Wasteful spending. Park the government car, get in your personal vehicle, and do your personal thing. That shows that you are responsible. You are a responsible official of government. And let us make you to understand that because the institutions that are responsible to carry on these exercises are not doing it, and you find yourself, you say you are a citizen, a responsible citizen, then you're not acting as responsible as you should. If I was in government and assigned a government vehicle, after working hours, I park government vehicle and get in my personal vehicle. I'm no longer in the capacity as a government official. I'm a private citizen at that moment. I am a private citizen at that moment because I carry nothing that is associated with government. I'm a private citizen because I try to maintain government assets. But some of you, irresponsible attitudes. Those are irresponsible attitudes. Why in your own sound mind, you will take the government vehicle, you go park at the entertainment center there. Some of you, we will start calling, naming and shaming you. Oh yes. Because it shows irresponsibility. You go sit down to entertainment center, you there for why you should be doing government work. Some of you, when you leave the office for lunch, you will not go back until after working hours, everything. You stay down and some of you will stay there all tonight. What kind of work you doing? That your office there? If you want to see these people, and most of them I'm talking about, just drive along the single avenue. There's one big, I won't call his name right now, but there's one man who controls this. Let me not give a clue. When that brother goes at that entertainment place, he sits there for the longest. Sometimes he leaves on there. When the people parking at time, he can start going to. So what kind of work you doing now, bro? What kind of work you doing? From the afternoon hour, you go to that place, you sit down there until the people are about to park, maybe 10, 11 o'clock before you see that brother. Then you get all kind of men behind him. Yeah. What kind of work you doing, bro? We will begin to name and shame you people. Oh, yes. We will forcibly make you responsible to know that you are accountable to the people. You are servant. The people elected you. It is through the votes of the people that you got the opportunity to serve. The lines are open 0887 105 105 0778 665 073 are numbers you can call this morning. Let's talk about these things. It's very important that we talk about them because if we sit tight-lipped and at the end of the day, these people would begin to rely on you because of your ignorance. You know that you have to, and citizens, you should be carrying on citizen arrest. Oh yes, carry on citizen arrest. This is a government vehicle, and it shouldn't be at this point in time. You arrest that vehicle. Why should you be misusing government funds? Why, for instance, something sparkle in that corridor? At the end of the day, it becomes government responsibility. 0778665073 0887 105 105 are numbers to call this morning. Let's talk about these things that matters. Let's move on to our next talking point this morning, right here on the Positive Show. While we are with your calls, let's continue to talk about these things that matters. You know, the last time I witnessed something coming up from Bond County, and I said to myself, these are all issues that you, the electorates, should catalog and learn from your mistakes you've made over the period of time. A lot of you were driven by the little resources or rest or something that were given you during election period. So you elected these people on the basis of, oh yeah, when the man get there or the woman get there, she'll do more than what she's doing. She's using her own money now to do the thing. So when she get to government position, she will do it or he will do it. It is with no hate, but with sincere mind, we want to say what we saw the representative in person of, I don't want to use the word honorable because his attitude was dishonorable. Marvin Cole, Representative Marvin Cole of Bond County. You see, when we say these things, people don't give listening ears to them, but at the end of the day, it falls down on each and everyone's feet. You see what politics is doing? People feel so entitled. Then the entire populace. He feels so entitled. Then the people who go through the screens to commute themselves from one point to the other in the district. I saw the lawmaker, Word of Words, with the superintendent. I was like, you see, and listen to them. Let me see if I can get that clip to play it. If for any reason I gave you, at times, though he's one person that I don't admire all that he does, but he plays smart and get things to work the way he wants it to work. For every reasons, during the regime of former President Weah, there were a lot of development that took place in the District 10 area that Representative Yeke Koluba, he wasn't involved. He wasn't given that respect as a sitting lawmaker. But what happened? The development went on. And I can quote him verbatim. He said, when it is a development for my people, whether they call me, they not call me, but because they want to see me or make me look like I'm not in the place, let the development go on. Go on. So there were a lot of development during the CDC regime that took place in the district number 10 that this seated lawmaker weren't a part of, but the people that he represents benefited from government initiatives that were quote unquote being used for political goals or to score political points. Who benefited from it? The people of district number 10. So I bring this to you, Honorable Marvin Cole. You said in your own words that the people and respect you while they carry on the development in your district. They not let you know. They see you just one small part. Why will be the chief? The people can no longer be held hostage by an individual. When there is a development that should go on in a particular part of the country, and a single individual stands in the way, that shows that you are anti-developmental. Things that you should be doing, somebody sees it from afar and start to do it. Then you get angry because they call you inside, so it might not go on, and you put a halt to it. That's shame on your part. Chief, with all due respect, you need to apologize to the people of Brown County and your district for the manner and form you engage that process. And mind you, I always say to people, power is nothing without control. It's not a front, but to give you a flashback on people who were so powerful in this country when they had the power to their disposal. And at the final analysis, when time came, power were no longer in their control. Where they end up? Some of them end up on the dump pile. Some of them, they are living like they are not living. So this is a clarion call to you, all of you who see yourself as Lord and gospel, that you are untouchable, you are more powerful. This should serve as a lesson for all of you, that there were people who were more powerful than you think you are. And these people, time came when power left them, they became powerless, and they are floating that even the plain white sheep, it got value. We saw the most powerful during those days, the most powerful justice minister. Where did he end up? On the dump pile. On the dump pile. Then when his life ended. So there should be a lesson, a lesson learned by some of you who think that you are more powerful. You are law and gospel. There is time and a season for everything. It did not stop there. We saw you in Wall of Words at the Capitol again. Every little negative thing, some kind of way, this young leader is involved. It's not good sound for you. If people will not look in your face and say to you, Chief, the ones who love you and want to see the good out of your leadership will tell you it's not a good sign for somebody. Every negative thing you must be part. The arson attack, where people are passing around here, lawmaker and busting door and things, you are at the forefront. Confusion in the house, your name is never out of it. When you talk about corruption in the county, your name is never far from it. It is not a good sign, Chief. Sit and soberly reflect. A hint of wise is quite sufficient. The one who has ears, let him hear. To another point, you know, the late Jones Dopo used to say, and he said in a song, power is like a cruel kingdom, equate to capside. And in furtherance, he said, what wasn't good yesterday, today should also be condemnable. On days ago, we saw a young and astute and brilliant young man, after which we have observed, and follow his track records when it comes to his political life. It all started from the same CDC. Yes, we saw this young man, very energetic, very, active in his utterances. He grew that admiration by many, especially the youthful society. And then later on, during the elections, when the late Councillor Bromskin was alive, 2017 election, 2017, no. When the late Councillor Bromskin was alive, we saw him join the Liberty Party. And that was another boost. Oh man, everybody got the admiration. When that election passed, we saw the brother, all of the condemnation and all of the castigation and other stuff. We saw the brother Samuel Sutton. He rejoined the CDC. And Liberian politics is so interesting. So he became one of the campaign managers. There were a lot of things that is spelled out. There were a lot of things that is said, yeah. And at the end of this, we have seen the young brother who is very energetic, he's very articulate, someone something again. It's not even a complete 2 years yet, seeing the brother someone something after becoming I think the co-chair on campaign for the CDC, joining the Unity Party in the past days. I say to young people, politicians do not have permanent friends. Politicians have interests. and their interests go in line with what they can get at the time. So you young men and women who see yourself as the shield for these politicians, you will continue to live with the shame and regret. And at the end of the day, life will end up the way you wouldn't expect. We saw the lives of Kanye Gbagbala in past years, his involvement with past regimes and all the kind of stuff now coming. Now, for those of you in the Unity Party, you are so happy now. You are there. Oh yeah, you're happy that one of the stars, one of the voices of the CDC have joined you. Understand that these collaborations are not genuine. They are only meant to secure what they have obtained in past and maintain where they find themselves so that things cannot turn out the worst for them. Someone will say, people can people can change. But in your transformation, understand that the wise will always watch your steps. It's just like when you broke up with a female or you broke up with a male, and then the both of you said the worst thing about each other, and at the final analysis, you decide to cement your broken pieces to come back together. One of the things that can never be rebuilt is trust. And that goes also to each and every one of you who are reuniting or you are trying to realign. The trust that were imposed in you before you can never regain that trust. Only people who are not sensitive will just open up to you anyhow. But the sensible ones will always watch you from a distance because they know that you are not stable, you are not reliable. So they watch you from a distance. That is a food for thought. You see young people, oh, they will say the worst thing when it is not, in their favor. They say the worst thing to get engaged, or the worst thing, they will denigrate the person. They will say a lot. When did you know that this leadership of President Joseph Newman Boakai and Vice President Jeremiah Pankun is the right leadership for Liberia transformation? When you were all in the trenches, all on public radios, using words that were not meant to be used, getting in war of words. When did you get to realize that these two individuals were the right choice for the Liberian people? So that goes to the people who follow you people, who believe in you people. 0887-105-105-0778-665-073. And to those who are from the CDC and now you are criticizing him, you are saying the worst thing about him that you know about. But when he was on your side, he was the darling boy, he was the lead campaigner. But now the men are so power. What have you to say about this? So it's only prudent for the young people who are very zealous and who put their lives on the line, who put their integrities on the line, for people of that kind to be very watchful. 0887 105 105 0778 665 Be very watchful. Because at the end of the day, when you there, you throw his stone. You say, oh yeah, the man, our leader, our political leader, oh, that my this one, that one. At the end of the day, that man is seeking relevance. He's going to somersault when the table turns best for him. Then you be left in the cold where you went against your brother, you insulted your mother, you insulted the elderly ones. Where are you today? Where are you today? What phase some of you who were all in the trenches and saying the worst thing, now the men have made a decision to turn away from where he was and join the ruling establishment now. Where are some of you who were all there paying all of the insults and stuff? What kind of face do you have now? You have been left in the cold. Hmm? You have been left in the cold. Yes, you are left all alone. The men have moved on. Some of you that because of job business, well, that's the main decision. That's the main decision. So it is on you as a young person to better your life, to make yourself, to put yourself at a position that you will not just be carried away, by the little things that you see. You will be moved by conviction. And through your conviction, you will get involved with positive things that posterity will judge you positively and not negatively. Don't be a follower of the wind. Where the wind blows is where you turn. When the wind blows on the east, you're there. When the wind blows, you know what they call integrity? That's one of the pillars of every man. When you lost integrity, trust me, you lost relevance in society. People can no longer trust you. People can no longer trust you. There are some people in this town, politically, they have no relevance any longer. People don't believe in their words any longer because they are no longer objective. The objectivity is far from them. Reliability is far from them. So they are just playing the part what they can get themselves hang on to. But they do not have relevance in the society any longer. So I say this to all of you young people. It is a good thing that you be very zealous, get involved with all of the actions, but be mindful. And I always say to my colleagues, as we sit before the microphone, let us hold in our hearts that there is a tomorrow after the microphone. There is a tomorrow after the microphone. What face will you have? What relevance will you have in making decisions? So, man, they don't want you. I don't need to sit down and radio and be lying to people. Yeah. Let people judge you for the right reasons and not getting yourself involved with the wrong things and being judged for the wrong reasons. Not because you have the ability to sit on the radio or sit on a public space and spit out misinformation and disinformation, and you get vast majority of the population sweating your way. That makes you a giant. No. You are only plunging yourself into an unbearable situation that will tend to haunt you and even haunt generations to come. Be wise. Act now. Time is no longer in your favor. We cannot continue to do the wrong thing and expect different results. Let us unite. Let us develop a formidable force for transformation, for national growth and development. Regardless of your political ideology, regardless of your political association, Liberia belongs to all of us as Liberians. Let us hold together and transform our country. No one can do it for us, only ourselves. Regardless of your party lines, let us unite. A horse divided itself cannot stand. Commercial commitment is up next. The lines are still open: 0887 105 105, 0778 665 073 are the numbers to call. And thanks so much for joining us. C. Aloysius Nick News Guy, who joined us this morning. Foundation number 6, Nick News Motivational Center. He said, thanks for the talking points. We also appreciate you. So let's get our commercial commitment. To be right back. Don't go away. The wait is over. The time to win is now. Win Liberia, in collaboration with Love FM, present the Big Show Raffle Draw nationwide for just $250 Liberian dollars or $1.50 United States dollar. You can win a full package that contains 48-inch Smart TV, 4 months of data package of your choice, and 4 months of Netflix account. Dial 255 star 45 hash. Again, dial 255 star 45 hash. The more you play, the better your chances to win. The raffle draw runs from now to the 31st of July 2025. The first draw is August 1, 2025. Don't miss out. For more information about the raffle draw, call 231-886-946151 or 231-778-249053. Working hours runs from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, and on Saturdays 8 a.m. to 12 noon. It's the Big Show Raffle Draw nationwide. You can play for just $250 Liberian dollars or $1.50 United States dollar and win big.
Whoa! MTN mobile money now to you for the first time in Liberia. In Liberia, you can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or even order your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders, so just dial star 156 star 1 hash, select international transfer and follow the instructions.
Send money instantly and conveniently across West Africa right from the phone. Dial star 156 star 1 hash and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo.
MTN.
If you want extra small money for the things that you're not expecting, let me tell you about Momo Loan. Live fast and easy way to be free with money problem. Momo Loan, the new way of taking care of things when you not get money. The first thing you got to do is to register. Dial star 156 star 5 hash and you will select extra cash. Hey man, that one, that easy credit there. Momo Loan, they're not just giving you money, they are making you strong financially. Momo Loan, that your fallback position, that you're dependable. Go get it. Don't wait, go register today and control your money power with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra money for the things that are important to you.
Social Night is that radio program that aims to engage listeners in meaningful discussions about social issues, community events, and present life transforming stories. Get the latest G's, get connected, and be in the fries. Depression is real, my friend. Embrace your new beginning. You are strong. You are wise. You are wise beyond the thousand reasons why. You can be perfect because nobody is perfect. So embrace your new beginning with friends and music. With Social Night, you are not alone. Join us for laughter this and every Wednesdays and Fridays, 10 to 11:30 p.m. only on Love FM 105.1 and Love TV Live. It's Social Night.
The lion in the town, my shepherd dog and to cuckoo.
It's a dawn of a new day in broadcasting, and I have got news for you, radio and television stations owners and managers. Expert Communications Consultant is here to solve your equipment installation and purchasing needs. At Expert Communication Consultant, we are the premier source for professional radio and television installation. Contact us today for the following services. We build, install, and do servicing on towers from start to finish. We do a full installation of radio and television equipment. We soundproof and brand radio and television studios of all kinds. We do repairs on radio and television equipment. We do order radio and television equipment as well as spare parts from Italy. The biggest news is we have state-of-the-art solar broadcasting system that uses solar power. So look no further for your communication perfection. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. We are located on 10th Street Cinco, Monrovia, right in the technology building. We can be contacted on 231-886-462632 or 231-770-462632 or email us at owusup33@yahoo.com. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation.
Before the sun.
Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Painesville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0888-111-222. Once again, book your ride by calling 0888-111-222. Car Renters, your affordable ride. Just book.
I live inside Singra.
Are you looking for that perfect live band to make your event unforgettable? Look no further than Shatter Live Band Service. With our exceptional music talent and cultivating performances, Shatter Live Band will bring the magic to your special occasion. Shatter Live Band, the heartbeat of your event, bringing joy and rhythm, making memories heaven sent. From wedding to parties, they will set the stage on fire. Shatter Live Band, your ultimate desire, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or private party, Shatter Live Band Service is the answer. Our diverse repertoire and energetic performances will keep your guests dancing all night long. Don't settle for ordinary when you have the extraordinary with Shatter Live Band Service. Contact Shatter Live Band Service today on 0881-248401 and let the music speak for itself. With Shatter Live Band Service, where every note tells a story. Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway, where dreams come true from rolling hills to sparkling streams. Woki Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food at Woki Farms. We pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You will leave your worries behind. From cozy cabins to elegant shallow rooms. Woki Farms, where memories are sweet. Whether you are seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure-filled vacation, we have live band days and every Sunday. So why wait? Plan your vacation or outing with Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway and experience the beauty of nature. Indulge in luxury and create memories for lifetime. For reservation, call us on 0881 248401. From sunrise to sunset, every moment is grand at Woki Farms because we are the ultimate wonderland.
If you want extra small money for the things that you're not expecting, let me tell you about Momo Loan. Live fast and easy way to be free with money problem. Momo Loan, the new way of taking care of things when you not get money. The first thing you got to do is to register *156*5# and you will select extra cash. Hey man, that one, that easy credit there. Momo Loan, they're not just giving you money, oh, they are making you strong financially. Momo Loan, that your fallback position, that you're dependable. Go get it. Don't wait, oh, go register today and control your money power with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra money for the things that are important to you.
Whoa! MTN mobile money now to again for the first time in Liberia. You can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children's school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or even order your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders, so just *156*1#, select international transfer and follow the instructions.
Send money instantly and conveniently across West Africa right from the phone. Dial *156*1# and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo.
MTN.
The wait is over. The time to win is now. Win Liberia in collaboration with Love FM present the Big Show raffle draw nationwide for just $250 Liberian dollars or $1.50 United States dollar. You can win a full package that contains 48-inch smart TV, 4 months of data package of your choice, and 4 months of Netflix account. Dial 255*45#. Again, dial 255*45#. The more you play, the better your chances to win. The raffle draw runs from now to the 31st of July 2025. The first draw is August 1, 2025. Don't miss out. For more information about the raffle draw, call 231-886-946151 or 231 778-249053. Working hours runs from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. It's the Big Show Raffle Draw nationwide. You can play for just $250 Liberian dollars or $1.50 United States dollar and win big. And after commercial commitment, we wrap back. So I'm trying to wind down the curtains on today's edition of the program, The Positive Show. We began by advising all of you parents to make sure that you get the children, when you get the children to school, and the school's administration should make sure to have a ticketing system wherein you, the parents, will send a designated person to go and receive the child presenting the ticket. Why should that be so? Because we've noticed that there are lots of missing children. There are lots of things that are happening, and you parents allowing the children to just go all by themselves to places, to public places, is not healthy. So please let us act in accordance so that we preserve the lives and put up safety for our children, even ourselves. We also call on the police to be proactive in their patrols, engage the community to see reason in building relationship with our community dwellers, not just only at night. Yes, so getting engaged with the communities, it will spark out and showcase a lot of crimes that are happening within these communities. And more to that, we want to call on each and every one of us as Liberians to be proactive when it comes to upholding the dignity of our national symbols. Yes, let us respect our national symbols. We saw in a couple of weeks, we call on the ministries and agencies that are at the ministerial complex to see reason in adding value to our national symbols, which is the flag of the Republic of Liberia and the county flags. And that we have seen, we want to say thanks to the ministers and directors, and including the GSA, because you are solely responsible for that. Thanks for adhering to our calls and acting promptly. We want to see the change of those flags, and we want to see a continuous hosting and bringing down of the flag as they've been hosted, and not to remain there day in, day out. So we're calling on every one of you. So let us act in the way and manner. Let us make sure to clean our environment. Let us not politicize the issue of diet. You know, the fields in the city is so disheartening. We all can join the fight in making our city clean and green. We appreciate us doing that. So in Union Strong Sources, it shows we've got above our rights to prove we overall prevail. With hearts and hands, our country cause defending. We meet the foe with valor unpretending. Like I always say to you, there are two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And we must take responsibility of two things in our lives: our fortune and that of our misfortune. Because Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, the difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing will suffice to solve most of the world's problems, unquote. It was wonderful being here. And those of you who follow us, we appreciate your following. Those of you who listen, we appreciate as well. And we look forward to a fascinating time where we can have the time to share in all of the things that we need to talk about to bring about development in our beloved country, Mama Liberia. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and others follow, first among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. Let me leave you with the voice of former President Charles MacArthur Gange Taylor. This is so profound, and you can have yourself to listen. Bye bye.
an ongoing process in Accra. I'm hoping that after I leave, it will come to Liberia. If Charles Taylor is the problem, he will be out of here in the twinkle of an eye. And I say, let well-meaning Liberians come home if we respect this constitution. A government formed in Accra is a violation of Article 1 of the Constitution. Let them come home. Let that government be formed in Monrovia. I want to thank President Bush, even though we have had some disagreements, and I think I'm entitled to my opinion, just as he is entitled to his. But I believe that he's a Christian, and I know he has a good heart, even though he's been misled with lies, disinformation. But I know that God will reveal the truth to him. I have nothing against him. I believe he's made decisions based on the lies that he's speaking. But the Republic of Nigeria will survive. And I know he means well. And I urge him to do everything that everyone in this country to move forward. I did not want to leave this country. I can say I am being forced to exile by the word superpower. I have decided to leave because for the first time in the history almost of the world, the United States is using food and other things as a weapon against the Nigerian people. Because if the administration, President Bush says, that they will not step on this soil and will do nothing as long as I'm here, this further threatens your survival as a people. And as I have said, I can no longer see you suffer. The suffering is enough. You've been very good to me, to the grace of God. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. I will always remember you wherever I am. I say to you, God willing, I will